themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Quick pass on the generation. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Now you're blazing.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack market. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on down. A first down for the offense.
I'm getting cooked already.
Wide receiver now comes in motion.
You blazing, shut up.
To throw, it's Howard. Quarterback extends the play.
Give me that shit.
Get it out on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10.
No, because it's delayed too.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal.
Get the fuck.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stems, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Scrambling away. Unleashes to the end zone.
Give me that
Grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll set up to throw.
Stop. Damn it.
Caught near the sideline. It's Ibuka. He had a chance to try to run at him, and he's out of bounds, short of the goal line, and the defense makes the stand. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know the defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
He'll try the left side. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Why can't I see with the plays?
Pulls it in. It's Jenkins.
No,
and they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the push. That is so well done.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Short fields make successful offenses. Just what they want here.
Talking about this play.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. A shot toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down.
Now you're putting out, it's going to keep going.
Looking to throw, it's Howard.
Get him, please. Yo, let's move out the way.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Mason. You've got to make great field position count. You've got opportunities.
It's a fake in the holder's shoulder.
No!
Arm.
Yo, where's the defense?
And got him for the sack.
Yo.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. Starts to scramble to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He's going to fire deep. Hauls it in. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. That big play, a perfect example of why receivers relentlessly work on the release.
Yeah, work on that release, work on their hands getting by the DB. When I'm getting that press man and he's up in my face, man, that is a hard assignment if I don't really get my hands on the receiver. He wins off the line of scrimmage, quarterback finds him, sees man coverage, makes a big play.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the 1st down. The defense was offside. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Dropping back, it's Howard. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws him.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
A loss of 2 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Ball in the air, intercepted. Touchdown, Cougar. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Ohio State 18, Houston 12.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Howard. Dances away. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Shakes off the tackle. At the 15, he's loose. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Man, so many guys in position, play after play, to get this guy on the ground. But Palmer, he just refuses to go down and makes big plays. And when you make plays like that, David, you're basically guaranteeing yourself more touches as this game goes on, because the play caller now knows no matter what, you're going to make dudes miss and make me look good.
The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevator. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The sure hands, it's Smith. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just...
And it's a fake. It's a fake. Shuffle it to the tight end. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Here comes the Houston. Again, that last possession, a prime example. Things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
So thank you for all the people watching my stream, bro. I appreciate you.
First down. The back goes in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Line getting set on second down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's running in the open. He's at the 10.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own. Another ball is knocked free. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense when you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Howard. Firing to the right, complete.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wide out in motion. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the D deny them on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Here comes the two-point try.
42 Spider.
Tries to fool him with the naked bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity?
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, it just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a shot. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! Hang on here. The coach has called timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Looking downfield, it's Howard. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to go up top on first down. Escapes trouble. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not.
Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Howard. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Judkins. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after on the interception.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Takes it the other way. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
Ohio State 38, Houston 20.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Keeps the legs moving. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And it's been a battle of wills between these two teams through 2 quarters. Bend but don't break. They've managed to neutralize the explosive playmakers on each side by shutting down passing windows and providing tight coverage. Forget the Jimmies and Joes. This second half could really be about the X's and O's. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and
he throws another interception. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
They're bringing heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Lining up to add another. Looking for a man. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And now on second down for this offense. Try and play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jenkins. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.